Hello, people. Yeah, welcome back to my channel on what hedge fund is thinking about on the market. This is what I'm going to share with you today. And what we're going to share today is something that is being asked most often in the market, in the news media. And I got this a lot of questions from my peer fund managers in a different field. I got this normal question of thinking that what is my thought and what is the hedge fund thought on the market for this year? Some are saying that there will be a major correction. There will be a lot of correction because of tariffs is going in the next couple of days, and there is some fund managers in Dubai also asking what is my thought on the market for the rest of the year or after this month or after what has been happened recently. Or we all know that DeepSeek has made some drama in the market, right? So on my thoughts, I'll be waiting for a couple more hours or a couple more days, but it is just or around less than 48 hours from now. I will decide on myself based on some hypothetical indicators what is going to be in the market, whether it will remain bullish or bearish. Because as we all know that there are certain indicators or signal within the market that normally used by the market technicians, by analysts from any organizations within the investment fund or the investment industry. First of all, they're using the Santa Claus rally, and then they're using the first 5 days of the January, whether the market is going up or going down. But what we have known so far, Santa Claus rally is not coming as we all expected. So the last resort is one indicator that is known as the January Barometer, right? January Barometer. Let me share with you what is this January Barometer is all about. Well, January Barometer is actually another hypothetical indicator, hypothetical analysis, or not indicator, but as an analysis, what is going to happen for the market throughout the years. So many of the institutional are using January barometer to make some analysis whether the market is going to be bullish or bearish. And I myself is no exception. I mean, I'm already in the hedge fund industry and managing the fund. So I'm using the January perimeter, and so do you, all right? Because the institution is using it, why not you implement the same thing as well? So how are we going to see and how we going to use the January perimeter? It's actually very simple. It's a very simple indicator that we can use, and it doesn't require a lot of mathematical calculations. It doesn't require drawing the trend lines, Fibonacci, um, Elliott wave, and any other complex indicator or analysis. It doesn't require that. So it's very simple. All we have to do is wait until the end of January. Right now, January is still positive. So people are asking what happened to the market. Is it will there be any major correction in the market? I would say it will depend on what January is telling us. But normally, if the January is positive, usually the entire year of the market, especially in the S&P 500, will be positive. Now here, the latest January in a candle that we can see from here or from the chart behind me and above me, that is the January of 2025. January of this year is still positive. So should I worry about the market going to be making any correction, major correction that people are anticipating because some of the legendary investors such as Robert Kiyosaki and some other friends of him, okay, the same clan, who is predicting that the market will have a major correction because of the tariff and so on, will experience market correction. But for me, I'm looking into the January barometer. We need to see the entire month of January. The candle must be positive. That is, it has to be green, all right, or positive. The most important thing is positive. For me, right now, I'm positive in the market. I'm bullish in the market. So I will have a risk on for all my investment. All right. So as you can see, last year the same thing happened with the okay, with the black horizontal line, vertical line, sorry, black vertical line that I draw there. So every black vertical line that I have over there is January 2024. January is positive. The green candle is being depicted there or shown there, right? And the market is on the bullish move. January of 2023 is positive, is green. So the entire year is positive. Even though there's some correction, but the entire year, we are talking about the whole year, not just January, not just for certain quarters, but the entire year of January is positive, right? If the, sorry, the entire year is positive because of the January effect or the January barometer, only by January. And this is only happen in S&P 500, in the US market, in the on the Wall Street. So we can always, well, most people often say that the market in at Wall Street is more efficient than any other market, right? So that's why I like to invest in the US market. I like to invest in the Wall Street because it has been proven for so many years. And this hypothesis analysis has been around for nearly 50 years. For nearly 50 years. But of course, it is not a foolproof. Sometimes it doesn't play the way that we should anticipate, right? But as you can see on 2022, okay, in the year 2022, when January is negative, red candle is appearing there, is appearing there, the market experience pressure, experience bearish. All right. With the exception of 2021. 2021, that is what I call that the analysis or the indicator is not a foolproof. What happened in January 2021? It's negative, right? But the market is bullish. But how many times it is not correct? It's very few. And the accuracy of this January barometer is more than 80%. That's the accuracy. Accuracy of the January barometer is around 80%. Okay, around 80%. But if we see on the 2020, when pandemic is about to happen, January already telling us something. January already telling us something. But again, the entire is positive. Even though January was negative, but the entire year of 2020 is positive. Yeah, there is some factor that is affecting the market at that time throughout 2020, throughout 2020 and 2021. Even though the January is negative, but the market is keep on pushing towards the bullish momentum. There is some factors. Of course, we are not going to talk about the factors that's affecting the month of January of 2020 and 2021. But more often than not, it's not a guaranteed. All right, people, it's not guaranteed. Any indicator in the world is not a guaranteed. It's not a holy grail. Right? You must remember that. You must remember that. Okay. Yeah. As I said, this is an hypothetical analysis. Yeah. Hypothetical analysis. It can change. It may work. It may not work. But the probabilities just which I mentioned just now is 80%. So whenever the January is positive, we are looking into a positive market. And how effective is this indicator? As I just mentioned just now, we can see throughout since the year 2000 until now. You can study the chart using a monthly chart on the S&P 500. When the January is positive, the entire year of that market is positive. When it's negative, it will be negative year for the market. So this is the example that we can see here. There is so many occurrence that often said that whenever January is positive, it will be positive for the entire year. When the January is negative, there is there is a probabilities that the market will be bearish. So that's it for my sharing on the knowledge or the indicators that is often used in by the institutional and in which my hedge fund also using it. So use January Barometer as your hypothetical analysis. Again, I must emphasize this is not a guaranteed and a holy grail system. It's just as a guideline for us. It's just like looking at the weather, right? Whether it's going to be raining, whether it's going to be windy or sunshine. Okay, so I'm using January barometer if the January is a positive month, so the entire year will have the probabilities 80% probabilities that it will be going to be a positive year or a bullish year. If January is negative, so it's going to be a bearish year throughout the year. Okay, so that's it for me right now. And until then, I'll be sharing another interesting video in the coming days or coming weeks. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, right? Subscribe and share this video to others. This is very informative and it's free. Okay, it's free. So subscribe and spread the knowledge for all of us to benefit. Right. All right. Until then, see you again in the next video. Bye bye.